All right, guys. So in this short presentation, I'm going to be, sharing with you how to get a hosting and a domain name for your landing page, sales page, or squeeze page with just 2,000 naira. So I'll be revealing to you how you are going to go about it to get a hosting and a domain name for the landing page you want to create for the sales page or the squeeze page with just 2,000 naira. All right, so that's what we are going to be looking at. So but first, let me introduce myself. I'm Kayode by name, but I do go by the nickname Papa K. So you can call me Papa K. All right, so this is what I do basically. So from the left hand side, that's my picture. Probably you might have come across me maybe through my heart before, something like that. But if this is your first time, actually, so this is what I do. So I'm a Facebook ad expert. Of course, you know what that means. So I do run ads on Facebook, and I do help small businesses also to run ads. And also, I'm also into e-commerce drop shipping. Okay, so I sell physical product also online. I sell physical products, and I sell my own digital products like e-commerce dropshipping training and Facebook lead generation course. All right, so I also have a digital product I sell, which is basically on e-commerce dropshipping, and also which is basically on Facebook lead generation ad. All right, and lastly, I develop sales page, landing page, all right, for small businesses to sell their products. Maybe those that are into e-commerce, they need a sales page for their product, so I can create a sales page for them. Maybe those that are into affiliate marketing or CPA, they need a quiz page to direct people to their WhatsApp contacts, to their WhatsApp DM, right? So I can help them to create that squeeze page also. So that's basically the four things that I'm into currently. Okay, so I have a community of over 170 people I trained on how to do dropshipping business in Nigeria. So from you can see from the left hand side where I box, so you can see 175 people. That's my dropshipping business course on my Telegram channel. So I have 175 people that have actually purchased this training. So I have them here. And if you look at the middle, this is from the community on WhatsApp, the community group on WhatsApp. So it's a community that is active, a community of dropshippers, people that are learning dropshipping from me. So the community is very, very active. Actually, those places that I highlighted were just some of my students talking about how I do respond to them on time, and the that my training is helping them to achieve their results, and that they are getting orders, they are making money. So that's basically the screenshot that is in the middle. And lastly, the picture that is at the right hand side also is one of my students. This is a personal chat with him. So him too is also getting results from this dropshipping business, all right, that they bought from me. Okay, so I'm basically telling you this so that you can know the reason why I actually brought out this offer of getting a domain and hosting for just 2,000 naira. So it's something that I'm into. I'm into dropshipping business, e-commerce dropshipping, meaning that we sell physical products. So, and I have students, over 170 students also, that are in the community. So that's to let you know, to give you a reason why I actually craft out this offer for people that are into e-commerce or into affiliate marketing or CPA, that they need a website, to show what they are trying to offer. All right, so and this who is this short presentation for? One, this presentation is for people that are into e-commerce or dropshipping, who need a sales page to sell that product. So if you are into e-commerce or dropshipping and you need a sales page to sell that product that you want to sell. Yeah, so this presentation is for you. And you who is into affiliate marketing, so if you are into affiliate marketing and then you need a squeeze page, okay, to direct people to, and then they will click on the call to action button there to come to your WhatsApp DM. So if you are into affiliate marketing and you need a squeeze page to put out those write-up, and then a call to action button that they can click to come to your WhatsApp DM. So if you are into affiliate marketing and you need this, then this presentation is for you. The same thing with people that are into CPA marketing. So if you are into CPA marketing and you need a squeeze page that you can put your write-up in and people will read through, and then there's a call to action button at the end that they are going to click that will direct them to your WhatsApp DM. So this presentation is what is for you. All right, so like, if you don't get what I'm trying to say, this is something I'm trying to say. Like, you can see these pictures here at the left hand side. This is just a page. The first picture and the second picture, they are one. All right, but because my screen can't contain it at once, so I just have to make it two like this. So this is what I'm basically talking about, that you are into e-commerce and then you need a sales page to sell that product where people can actually fill out their details, and then you will receive their order details. All right, then you can call them to confirm the order. Okay, so this is basically what I'm talking about. So if you are into e-commerce and this is something you are into, then it is for you. Likewise, the other two pictures is for people that are into affiliate marketing or CPA, that you will have a write-up that people can now click at the end. Like, if you look at the last picture, you will see the call to action button there that say click here to proceed to WhatsApp, that people can click and come to your WhatsApp DM. Okay, so this presentation is actually for you because these are actually the people the presentation is for. All right, so now if you are not in any of these set of people I mentioned, please close this page and continue with what you are doing. All right, so if you are not into e-commerce or dropshipping, or you are not into affiliate marketing or CPA marketing, in short, that you need a landing page, let me use that general term, that you need a landing page to that you can direct people to place order or to click the button to come to your WhatsApp DM. So if you are not among this set of people, please just close this page now and continue with what you are doing. But if you are still here, then let us continue. All right, so how do you get started with your sales page or landing page? So how do you get started? Of course, you will need a hosting and a domain name to set up your landing page or sales page. Yeah, you want to have a sales page or you want to have a landing page or squeeze page. Of course, you will need a hosting and then you will need a domain name to be able to do that. Okay, you will need these two things to be able to do that. Now, let's say you want to buy a hosting, meaning that you are going to buy a hosting and then you are going to buy a domain name. Now, let's say you want to buy a hosting and a domain name, and you visit a site like domainking.ng or qserver.com. Domain King, you can get your hosting from Domain King and also from QServer also. Now, let's say you visit any of these sites to get your domain and hosting, right? Now, let's say you check out domainking.ng. Now, for you to get a hosting from Domain King and domain also, one, you will need to choose a hosting package. You can choose a 1 month hosting package or 3 month hosting package or 6 month hosting package or 1 year hosting package. Now, if you look here where I box, you will see that their monthly package for their hosting is 4,500 naira. So meaning it starts from 4,500 naira. So meaning that you are going to pay 4,500 every month to keep your hosting, like to keep your website running. And if you go for the minister package, which is 6,000 naira monthly. So meaning that you are going to be paying 6,000 naira monthly. Now let's now say, okay, 1 month is little short. You go for the minimum, like at least a reasonable one, which is 3 months. So meaning that 3 months, 4,500 multiplied by 3, that's 13,500 if I'm not wrong. Now you will also need a domain name. Now let's say you choose .com.ng domain. So if you go to Domain King and then you search for the name of your the name you want for your domain name, and then you add the extension to it, .com.ng. So you will see that the price for you to get a .com.ng from Domain King is 2,600 naira. So if you add these two things together, your hosting and then your domain, if you add it together, let's say you choose a 3-month hosting and then you buy your domain a 1-month hosting .com.ng, which is 2,600 naira. So if you add it together, everything is going to cost you 16,100. So you can see that now. So you are going to spend 16,100 to just get a hosting and a domain before you now start building your sales page or squeeze page, before you go ahead with that. So meaning from Domain King, you will need to get set 16,100, and if you want to be doing it monthly, so 45 plus 2,600, that's 6,000. That's like 7,100 if I'm not mistaken. So if you say, okay, you go for a monthly hosting 45, then plus the domain 2,600, so definitely it's going to give you like 7,100. So meaning that every month you are going to be paying 4,500, and every year you are going to be paying 2,600 naira for the hosting, for the domain. So every year you'll be paying 2,600 naira for the domain, and every month you'll be paying 4,500 for the hosting. Can you see now how much you are going to spend getting a hosting and domain from Domain King? Now let's check from QServer. Now, so let's say you visit QServer. All right, yeah, their own package is still kind of minimal. They have a starter pack of 1,700 monthly. They have a business pack of 2,400, and you can see they have a developer pack of 3,100 monthly. And if you check their domain name, let's say you want a .com.ng domain, and if you check it, they are selling it for 2,100. So meaning that if you are going to get a hosting and a domain from QServer here, which I will recommend that you go for the business pack, which is 2,400 per month. So meaning, let's say you choose 3 months like that. You choose 3 months so that you will have a long time. So let's say you choose the 3-month package, then plus the domain name price. So meaning that you are going to be spending 9,300 if you are purchasing from QServer. So you can see now. So you are going to be paying something like 2,400 multiplied by 3, 2,000 times 3, that's 6,000. Then we have 1,200. So meaning for hosting, you will be paying 7,200 for your hosting if you choose the 3-month package. So you'll be paying 7,200 every 3 months, and then you'll be paying 2,100 every 1 year for your domain. So let's say you choose the monthly package, so 2,400. So meaning you are going to be paying 2,400 every month for your hosting, and then 2,100 every year for your domain. So you can see now. So let's say you even go for the monthly plan, 24 plus 21. So that's 45. All right. So meaning that you are going to spend 45 to get a domain and a hosting from QServer. That's if you choose monthly hosting and then a year .com.ng domain. All right. So you can see that it is kind of quite a bit expensive for someone that is just starting out on the internet space. You have not made money before, you are just starting out. So trying to be spending this huge amount on domain and hosting is not something that is quite recommendable. All right, but this is where I now come in. All right, so you can see the offer that I'm presenting to you now. I'm trying to help you start your online business with little amount. So instead of spending such amount on domain and hosting, like maybe you go to Domain King and then you pay about 16,100, or Q server and then you pay like 9,300. So instead of spending such amount on domain and hosting, you can spend little and get same result, and use the remaining cash for your Facebook ad. So meaning that you can, instead of spending 16,000, 9,000 plus, you can get your domain and hosting for just 2,000 naira. And then the remaining money, then you plan it for your Facebook ad. So you can see what I'm trying to help you with now. So I'm trying to help you to get started with with little or no capital at all. All right, so that's basically what I'm doing. And what brought this out was because of my student. Okay, when the price of buying domain and hosting got rise, then I have to find a way for them to be able to get a domain and hosting for nothing less than 2,000 naira. And this is what I'm also presenting to you now. Okay, so if this is something you want, is this something you want? Like, is this something you want? Okay, so if it is something you want, then here is what you are going to get. This is what you are going to get. One, you are going to get a 3-month hosting for just 1,500 naira. All right, so you are going to get a 3-month hosting for just 1,500 naira. You can compare the amount others are selling a 3-month hosting. Like I've told you before, from Domain King, from Q server, is it Google Host that you want to check out? Okay, so you can compare the price that you cannot see them selling hosting for you, 3-month hosting for you for 1,500 naira. But because of my leverage with a particular hosting company that I work with, all right, so I've been able to bring out a opportunity for you to get a domain for a hosting for good 3 months for just 1,500 naira. Okay, and then you are going to get a .name.ng domain. Okay, you are going to get .name.ng domain. It's still the same thing as .com.ng or .com or .net. It's still the same thing. Once people input the address name.name.ng, it's still going to be they are still going to be able to access it. Maybe in USA, in UK, wherever in the world, they will still be able to access it. So you are going to get a 1-year .name.ng domain name extension with just a token of 2,000 naira. Okay, with 2,000 naira, you are going to get a 3-month hosting very fast, and also you get a .name.ng domain name extension for just 2,000 naira. Okay, so just like any other domain name and hosting work, you will need to be renewing your service to keep it active. All right, you will need to renew your domain, you will need to renew your hosting in order for it to keep it active. Okay, so and then how are you going to renew the service? So if you are going to renew the service, so every 3 months you are going to be renewing your hosting with that same 1,500 naira. If you go for the monthly package of Domain King.ng, which is 4,500 naira, so meaning that every month you are going to be renewing your hosting with 4,500 naira. And if you choose the 3-month package, that's about 13,500 naira. So meaning that every 3 months you'll be renewing your your hosting with 13,500. And if you go for the Q server, the 3-month package, that's 7,100, I think. So meaning that every 3 months you are going to be renewing it with 7,100. But now I'm giving you an offer that you are going to be renewing your domain, your hosting every 3 months with just 1,500 naira. So can you see the huge opportunity that I bring your way? And also, you will renew your domain every year. You can only renew domain every year. You can choose minimum from 1 year. All right, so you are going to be renewing your domain, that .name.ng extension domain, every year with just 500 naira. With just 500 naira. just 500 naira, and that's going to meaning that 500 naira for just 1 year. Imagine 500. If you divide 500 divided by 365 days, you can see that it's nothing. It's nothing. So can you see how cheap and easy it is? Can you see now what I'm bringing to you now? Can you see how cheap and easy is it, right? So now, if you want to pay your 2000 naira now and get the package, I will do this for you freely. Like, you are ready to pay your 2000 now, and then I will go ahead, get you the hosting, 3-month hosting, and also a domain name. All right. And if you are ready to pay that 2000 now, I'm going to give you this package for free. Like, I will do this for you for free. One, I will install WordPress for you freely. And two, I will install Elementor Pro plugin to your WordPress site for free. Meaning that you will have Elementor Pro plugin installed on your your WordPress website that you can use to design your sales page or landing page. So if you go ahead now and pay your 2000 naira, I will install. That's the promise. I will install WordPress for you, and I will also install the Elementor plugin for you. Okay, the pro version, I will install it for you. All right. So probably you might have some few questions that you may want to ask, and actually I've come up with some. One of it is it fast loading? Right? There's no need for me to talk much about that. One, this page that you visited through Facebook ad, one, how easy loading is. That's just one. And two, I'm going to drop some 2 links for you to click on to confirm how fast your website is going to be. All right. So if you click on those website I'm going to drop for you below this video, all right, and then you click on it, and then you see how fast they load. That's how your site is going to load fast. Okay, and it's going to boost your conversion. All right. And second one is it reliable? Of course, it's reliable. I'm working with hosting company. I'm working with reliable hosting company. So they are the one that take care of all these things. Not that I set up a hosting company. No. So I'm just using my influence I have with them to to bring opportunity your way. All right. So it's something that is reliable. And will I get access to accounts? Yeah, you will get access. I will install buy the hosting and domain. Then I will install WordPress for you. So I will give you the login details to your WordPress. Yeah, that is what you need. So I will give you the login details to your WordPress so that you can get ahead and start designing your page. All right. What if I don't want the domain extension you said? Like, you don't want the .name.ng extension. Of course, you may choose the domain that you want, but I want you to note this, that the domain extension you choose, the price is going to change. Though the hosting price is not going to change, which is going to be 1,500. But let's say you choose .com.ng, meaning that if you choose .com.ng, meaning that the amount you are going to be paying is 2,000. It's going to be 2,500. All right, 2,500. So if you choose the .com.ng domain, and if you choose the .com domain, probably you might have browsed it before. .com is expensive. There are some hosting that are selling .com for 20,000 naira. There are some hosting that are selling .com for 12,000 naira. Actually, the domain that the hosting company I work with, they sell .com for 12,000 naira. Yeah, for 12,000 naira. So meaning that if you want .com domain extension, definitely that means you need to prepare 12,000 naira for it. Then plus the hosting fee, which is 1,500 naira. So you add it up together, and then you know the amount that you are going to pay. You will know that you are going to pay more than 2,000 naira. All right, because of the domain extension that you choose. Okay, then how much will I be renewing with? Like I've said before, if you choose the package that I present to you, which is 2,000 naira, 1,500 for your hosting, which is for 3 months, and then 500 naira for your domain name extension, which is .name.ng extension, which is 500. So everything is going to be 2,000 naira. So every 3 months you are going to be renewing your hosting with 1,500 naira, and every year you are going to renew your domain with just 500 naira. All right, so that's just it. So make your 2,000 naira payment into the account below. So that's the account, and is into a OP account, all right. So make your payment to that OP account that you are seeing, or you can click on the button below the video and click on it to make your payment via WhatsApp. So anyone you choose, you can choose to pay as you are watching the video now, and you might choose to click on the button to make your payment via WhatsApp. So if you make your payment while watching the screen now, yeah, you can still click on the button to inform me that you have made payment, so that I can ask you of the domain name you want, and then I will get it for you. Then in the next 24 hours I will deliver your work to you. So that's how it is. So make your decision now, guys. So I will be waiting for you on the other side.